All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We are getting ready to head into another week of June. I am still going to give us about 5 more minutes before I begin. I am still letting some more people join this live stream. I have a great set of ideas to put in your head tonight. So again, about 5 more minutes and we will get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a few more minutes and we will begin. To all the new people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight, I have an awesome set of things to put into your mind, some ideas that I would like to share with you. And again, we will begin here in about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. We're shooting for 8:15 Central Time. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the United States. I'm sure the majority of my subscribers are in the US, but good evening to you. Hopefully, again, you had a great weekend and we are about to knock out the second week of June. Everything that you guys wanted to accomplish will be accomplished as long as you take all the action that you need to take this upcoming week. I know I'm ready for this week. I'm ready to knock it out. So we're gonna get it done. this past weekend, I did a private event for my sister for her graduation event. So definitely didn't have any live streams on the school community. Definitely been filming some content for the main channel. Again, if you're on the school community, you'll actually get a live private live tomorrow with me doing the WTF, and that way you will know what to expect as far as content. This upcoming, I want to say the next month, when it comes to YouTube videos for you guys, we're going to switch gears from DJ gig logs, and you're going to see a lot more products this next month as far as content. Of course, we're still going to do our live streams every Sunday here, but we're going to get into a different type of content during the week for you, starting this week actually. Yeah, so you'll start seeing a different type of content. While we here, I want to let you guys know we are a little bit over at our 33 free spots for the school community. If you want to get inside that school community, we are over halfway to that free mark. Once we hit 33 members in that school community, it will be a paid community. So go ahead and get in. I'm letting anybody in who's a DJ. All you have to do is answer some questions, create you an account, or should I say create you an account, answer some questions, and then myself or one of my admins will approve you. It's only me and one other person that are admins. So definitely get inside that. All you have to do is click that link in the bio or underneath any video. And it's probably not going to be inside this live stream, but let me see. Actually, I think if you, no. So right now it's not in the description, but eventually it's going to be in the description of this video. If you click any other video on the channel, click there, or just go to the bio. I'm getting too in detail, but go to the bio and get inside that live group. Tonight I want to talk to you guys about something that I don't really hear much of, much conversations about what I want to go over. And I want to go over a few different pointers under the category of what nobody talks about when it comes to DJing until it actually hits you, okay? Some things people like to keep private, and that's okay. Or maybe some people just don't know how to connect with people about certain experiences that we go through, because, there could always be something that you would be interested in learning or knowing, or maybe it's something you want to see a different way on how to do something. So this is why I'm here to give you those perspectives when it comes to just DJ life and my experience over the last 13 years of my career. Now, without further ado, I want to get into point number one, okay? And again, like always, I do have some notes over here on my computer so I can keep track of where we are and make sure I don't leave anything out. So the first thing I want to talk about is the weight of being responsible for someone's wedding, okay? Now, I'm very, 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 very self-aware, okay? Very self-aware, very self-conscious, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Just the idea of fact that, you are the source of everything flow, okay? From the song starting to people actually walking, okay? I've had a situation in my career many, many years ago where the song did stop playing. People just, it's like, I don't know, it's like when we are performing and something goes wrong, we freeze, right? Instead of people proceeding to walk down the aisle, people literally froze walking down the aisle when the song cut off. Okay, that was the most I want to say interesting time for me, because I immediately learned what to do in case that happens again. Because you can have one or two different computers and multiple hard drives and Wi-Fi at the venue, and then have a hotspot. But if the song randomly stops playing by itself, you can't do that. You can't do anything about that. That's natural, I guess, so to say, right? So the best thing to do is to have an idea on how to play that off, okay? Now, something that I started doing after that situation happened on my behalf, I was telling my couples, I was like, hey, in case that the music stopped playing, continue to walk down the aisle. We're going to keep on going. Once the music kicks back on, we'll pick up where we left off, like nothing is going on, right? That's literally what I tell them to do. I don't want anyone to panic or anything. Even if I have a problem behind the DJ booth, I don't make it obvious. I don't make it known. I move my normal pace. I don't hustle and tussle and move so quickly. No, because then everyone sees you tripping out and then they get panicky and talking, and I don't know, you just set the whole vibe off. But you want to realize that, you know, you are responsible for that wedding. You know, you're not just playing the music. You are responsible for, you know, the flow of not yourself messing up, but other people. All right. Now, I want you to know this is why you always want to practice your songs or get there. For me, I get there 3-4 hours before. 1, I spend an hour for content. 2, I spend an hour to go over the music. And then the other 2 hours or hour I spend setting things up, doing sound checks. I like to spend more time preparing than I like to show. You see what I'm saying? Even when it comes to these lives, I'm sure you guys notice, like, wow, the atmosphere looks great. Everything looks good. I spend so many hours making content for the private school community, and also just making sure I get better as a performer and entertainer for y'all. And like, these are certain things you have to do to sharpen your skills in no matter what industry that you're in. Okay? Now, nobody's perfect. I still make mistakes. Things still happen. Okay? You can't let that fear stop you. Okay? You have to always have a plan A, B, and possibly C when it comes to these live performances, these weddings, okay? Now, I know some people struggle with the whole first dance pressure or announcements. Like when I first started DJing, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was nervous to be on the microphone. I would not talk on a microphone, believe it or not. My dad was very outgoing and charismatic, and I let him be the MC. But you know, as I continued my journey, and as me and my dad kind of separated our own, you know, ways and did our own different things, I just became more active on the microphone, to where I love it. I love hearing my voice on the microphone, and there's no pressure there. But the first dance pressure is something that people have. I think for me, you know, like I tell my clients, you know, who I work with, you know, for me, the challenge is always getting past the ceremony. The ceremony is the most important part. Anything outside of that, after that, it's cake. Cake and ice cream, super easy. You know, like I mentioned before, on somewhere on this channel, you know, if your couple wants you to, you know, attend their rehearsal, go to it. Charge a fee, but go to it. Highly recommend that if it's in your area. That way you can know what to expect. I mean, you know, I also spoke on before that I literally have only went to 2 or 3 rehearsals out of 13 years. And it's rare for me, because I mean, it's you don't have to go, but I mean, if you don't do weddings frequently, you should go to rehearsals so you can build the reps in and know how weddings work. Okay? Because this is, to sum it up, a wedding has the same format, the same structure. You're just dealing with different people, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So if you know the structure, you got it down packed, and you know what it takes for a wedding, you've done super complex weddings or super easy weddings, and you know how to just rock out any wedding, it gets easier over repetition. So a lot of this jargon could be just something you have to like live, and then once you're there, you'd be like, oh, this is what Jerry was talking about. Okay, that makes sense. And then of course I dabbled into this, but you got the grand entrance pressure. Okay, I like to keep it simple. I mean, like on our planning form, we have a spot where we ask the couple, how would you like to be introduced into the reception? And they can say Mr. or Mrs. so-and-so, ho, whatever. I didn't mean to say ho, but I mean so-and-so, whichever way they want to have it pronounced, we can do that for them. But I like to just say, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. so-and-so. And then other times, if I'm feeling jazzed, if I feel like the crowd is interactive, I'll hype them up. I'll ask them to pick those napkins up and wave them in the sky. You know, they do that. You know, like I do certain things to get people active. It just depends on the crowd, the atmosphere, and even if the couple wants something like that. But I like to stick on the simple side. Not gonna lie to you, it's just easier, you know. Things can happen in the blink of an eye, or should I say a snap, during these weddings. You know, timelines can change, so you have to be adaptable, and that's something that I like to talk about a lot on this channel, is being adaptable when you are present at these events. And this is just not for weddings, right? This is for any type of private event that you might DJ. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, you know, don't be a ghost. No Caspers here. You know, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. The chat is hot and open right now. I have it up right now on 2 different screens, so I'll definitely see what you have to say. You know, I don't bite. Definitely connect with me as we progress through tonight's live stream. Again, shout out to those members who are joining this live. They popping on here, popping off, coming back, holding in. I appreciate y'all for being in the chat with us right now. That means a lot. We got new people tapping in. I appreciate that. The next point I want to talk about is the loneliness of running a DJ business. Now, let me tell you, running a business in general is lonely sometimes, because the things you experience, it's not many people in your circle that can say they have experienced the same thing that you have. James, what's up? What's up? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. For sure. But let me tell you, there are some things that I can't relate to when it comes to other people unless they are a business owner. You know, and again, loneliness in this journey is a real thing. I know I just said that, but I just want to amplify that, because guys, like, I try to talk to some of my family about like some of the financial issues that I have, or some of the couple's requests, or just things, ways I want to market this and market that. And they just look at me like this. Like, they don't really know how to respond to it. And it's like, you know, you have to surround yourself around people who you fit in the room with, you know, people that get you. And if you don't have that community, of course, you welcome here. As you see, they got the Hitman on right now. What's up, Hitman? Hey, Hitman, you joined the live stream a few weeks ago. And right now we do have the school community open, and it's free. All you have to do is click the link in the description of the bio. It's free, like no BS. I wanted you to join in there. You're not gonna have to pay for anything in there. It's open right now. So if you want to join that, definitely at some point, go ahead and get in there. We are 50% or above 50% of occupation as far as like on the free side. So if you can get in there in the next, I want to say week or two, go ahead, because after about 2 weeks from now, it's gonna be back paid. But Anyway, yeah, you're welcome here, guys. There's no room to be, lonely when you are DJing. I'm not afraid of talking about finances. I mean, I do have a school community where I go deep into my finances and everything that I do. But I mean, I just have a strategy. Everyone has to find their way to survive, to make this work for their lives and their family. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. There's more than one way to skin a fish. Literally, I went fishing this past weekend, so I know much about skinning the fish. But I want to talk about like just some things that I run into, and you guys actually have been helping me with the whole loneliness side. I think since I've created this school community, I have been more in tune with my DJ career. I mean, at one point it was just me, DJing and of course filming the YouTube videos, but taking it a step deeper, creating a private group where I'm sharing more into detail, is showing me areas where I can improve or areas I've never learned in. Like it's showing me a deeper path. And what made me say that is like setting up alone, observing myself. Are you very observational with how you do things? Like you can be aware, but are you aware to the point to where you can remember how you did a certain thing, or you might do something and you're like, why did I do it like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you questioning your thoughts? Because literally what got me right here, what got me to this point in business was literally me questioning everything that came in and out of here. Like anything good goes in and it plays this cycle, and then it might go out or it might stick in there. If it's bad, it's just gonna go in and then it's come out. But mainly if it's good, it's gonna stick inside the brain. That's just how I process things, But you guys have definitely helped me as far as like not feeling alone, just showing you more into detail of the way I do things, and learning you guys' way on how you do your business your way. We got James. James said the biggest way to grow your live streaming community is to get in others. Me and D-Dub do live shows. I'll have you on as a guest sometime soon. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Start pushing your podcasts on our Tuesday shows. Okay, awesome. What I'm actually about to do, let me see if I can do this. Hold on one second. I'm actually about to subscribe to both of y'all's channels. All right, Hitman, I got you subscribed, man. And then we'll go to James. We'll put you in the loop as well. Subscribe to you as well, man. DJ James King, yes sir. Awesome, man. I'm definitely gonna check out y'all's channels and reach out to y'all for sure. I'll give you guys a follow on Instagram as well. Thank you for that, man. For sure. I gotta drink some water, man. I get the talking on here and my mouth gets super dry. Thank you, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Something else that I experienced. This one is situational and it's very rare. But this is when the bride and groom disagrees. I have had a wedding to cancel the day of when we was all there setting up. That is a real situation that I've had happen. And they called off the wedding. And they didn't ask for any money. I got paid in full. But that was probably the craziest thing that I can say I've experienced. I've seen these videos on TikTok where it was like these guys, it was like the officiant was like, is there anybody here at this ceremony that rejects these two from getting married or something? And then the groom pulls up his shirt and his pistol's right there. I saw that and I was like, God, I can only imagine if I see that in real life, how people react to that. But no, I have had a couple call off the wedding. As far as when the bride and groom disagrees, I mean, I don't know. Have you had that happen before? But for me, when that happens, I mean, I'm just there. I'm just listening. I'm just trying to figure out from what he's saying, what she's saying, what will be best for the environment and what we have in front of us. You know, like I don't know. It's not really about like who is right, who's wrong. It's more so what's the best scenario and way to solve this problem and move forward, you know? I don't really like to pick sides like that. And even like when it comes to politics, I don't even do that anymore. I don't do that either. I don't even know much politics to even speak about it. But you know, I don't really like to pick sides. You know, when they disagree and everything, I let them do it. I just want to you know, do what we can do to make this work. You know, for example, if the bride says like no explicit music and the groom said play it anyway, I'm not gonna play it, right? I mean, if he requests a song, then I'll play it. But like, I don't know if you go clean. If someone say go clean, go clean. If someone requests a dirty song, play that one dirty song. That's just how I look at it, you know. Because and then I'm from the South, so we have hospitality. We respect people, right? So if I know there's kids there, I'm not gonna purposely play certain songs because they're there. I would wait until the hour after they have been dismissed before I start playing certain songs. Like I'm just that in tune with the crowd. You know, I like to gauge people, timing of songs, choosing what song to play during what time, all of that kind of interlocks with when I play music. But I went from when bride and groom disagrees to explaining that. But anyway, whoop-de-doo, right? You guys get the gist in that. So what do you do in that situation? You know, when bride and grooms disagree to it, you know, like right in front of you, you just let them talk. You know, everybody's different, but that's just my 2 cents on that. All right, sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. I am very like, I don't know. Well, I get told a lot that I'm very logical, and it's like I can only see things one way. That's what a lot of people tell me, but I don't really know if that's so true. However, unrealistic expectations, right? I've had clients that said we want everyone to dance. Now, I've been to some weddings where you got at least 2 tables of people that's in wheelchairs, so you know that's not gonna be possible. And then you got grandma, she's 82, and you can tell she's not able to dance. And you know, half the other guests just aren't dancers, and you can just tell because they don't even bob their head to the songs you're playing. So, you know, but there always a handful of people that will shake their body, bob their heads, get on the dance floor. You have to realize that you can't please everyone. And I had a friend named Ryan. He's actually a subscriber to the channel. He might be watching this right now, but Ryan said on a few live streams before, you can't please everybody, and that is so true. And that ties into unrealistic expectations. You know, I mean, goodness, guys. I mean, if the crowd isn't dancing, it's not always the DJ's fault. It could be a amount of things that can be the cause of that. A few couples disagreed on song selection for their first dance or something like that, or something like song preferences like no Taylor Swift or line dances, etc. Yeah, never had them argue in front of me before. Pray that I can work it out on. Pray that pray that they can work it out on their own. Heck yeah. So it's interesting, and I'm curious, guys, James and D-Dub, who are y'all age ranges of couples that y'all are booking? For me, my clients are in the ages of 22 years old to about 26 is what I'm noticing. 22 to 28. They love to just text and email. I'm trying to get you on the phone, and I don't know. It's just my age is very interesting as far as planning, and it's crazy because literally, guys, I want to say 4 years ago, when we was running hot, even when I had like my manager doing our consultations and stuff, it was older. We had older couples, and it was just more swift. It was more efficient. We was able to have phone calls and really get to know, our couples. But now it's just all emails, all text messages. Ages 24 to 35, mainly for you. Okay. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't done, and I promise you, I really haven't done many older weddings past 28. I mean, up in Colorado, I've done more of those older anniversaries for older people, those anniversary events, but not so to say full blown out ceremony and reception weddings. Mines are everyone communicating. Wait now. Okay. No, that's it. Also, last minute. Yeah, for sure. I can definitely say right now, we're getting weddings from 4 months out. Well, 4 months is probably like the closest that people are booking us right now. And then I think I just closed a wedding for November of 2027 as far as the furthest right now. But it's very interesting to kind of hear where everyone is, and how the market is either similar or different according to where you are in the US. All right, I want to talk about this next topic. The stress of waiting for bookings. Now, this was something that I used to pull hair out about. Guys, I actually used to have a problem where I used to pull my hair out, and I still have some clear spots. If you watch some of my videos, you'll actually see the patches. I don't have them. They're not, I actually went bald to restart my hair and everything, but I had this trichotillomia, some type of thing where if you get nervous or something, you pull your hair out, bite your nails, whoop-de-doo, whatever. I had that. But anyway, I used to stress waiting for bookings. Now, not so much. But guys, it's real. And then, you can get in your head and you can start asking, why am I not booking? What am I doing wrong? Did I post a video and nobody likes? Did I get a bad review? What is the government doing? Is the prices of gas or something too expensive and people can't pay for DJs, or what is it? Not gonna lie, there are still times where I wish that we can have more bookings in a month. Some months are better than others, I would say that, right? So of course I still want more, and I believe that's why we still in business today, to continue to get better, and that's to continue to grow. So you'll always be seeking more, but I feel like most DJs always want more. If you're comfortable, good for you. What's me between January through March of this year? January through March. Yeah, I would say for me, December through February here in Alabama is our dead times for the wedding season. we are very active between March through October. I want to say November, but see, I don't really know, because November's is always hit or miss, but October is really the month where we push the hardest before that crossover into the new year, for sure. All right, this next one is actually going to be an entire live stream, this next topic, so I'm not going to touch on it too deeply, but it's the comparison trap. It's interesting how we're comparing our markets right now, but this is different right here, guys. Again, everyone has their own belief systems. Everyone can take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, put their own twang in it, be an artist, be creative, and have their own way of saying and doing things, right? We're all creatives, okay? You know, I don't believe that we should really be in competition. I feel like instead of competition, we should be in collaboration. And I feel like that's how one can actually be in rooms, by collaborating and not comparing. You know, some of the add-ons that I have in my business, not many businesses that has those. Thank you, James. Thank you for letting me know. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Thank you for letting me know. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I appreciate that. You know, it's interesting because like before I actually went live on the stream, I actually was on the whole streaming monitor for like 30 minutes testing out the microphones, because if you watched last week, and I was letting you know how like we film like 2 other YouTube channels in this entire studio space or storage space, and literally I had to like break stuff down, set it back up, so I have to make sure that everything sounded good. And I didn't touch anything. It just so happened the mic, I guess it just tapped out. But James, thank you so much for letting me know. I honestly don't even know where I left out at, but I was basically saying the comparison trap is not the way to go. You want to collaborate. I've passed 50% of clientele from a business that I sold a few years ago to a multi-million-dollar company because we was already booked out, you know, and we didn't do $1 million. We did like $250,000 a year in that business, but we had to pass it on. We collaborated over comparison. And I just wanted to reiterate that for those who missed that session of me talking during when the microphone went out. And now I'm actually watching that microphone gauge now, so it won't happen again. Again, James, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. I am just going over making sure I didn't miss any points that I wanted to hit on. I'm actually skipping one because I just so happened I just don't want to go over that. Let's see. I mean, I'll just talk about this briefly. I don't want to get deep into this, but there's times where some of the stuff or should I say we care about as DJs, the guests don't care about it. Bride and groom don't care about it. Okay, and what do you mean by that? They don't care about your mixer, your controller. They don't care about our equipment. We care about the scrims that we use, this, that, and the other. I mean, yeah, they want their package that they reserve to look presentable, nice, clean, elegant, but they are not technical like we are about that. Okay, they care more about how you communicate to them. How relatable and reliable are you? Are you experienced at that? That part is the biggest thing for couples when they are, looking for a DJ. They want to make sure that you have the experience under your belt. That's something that, going from DJ Flash about 6 to 8 years ago, I really forgot when I was in high school when I was DJ Flash. So at least 6 years ago at that. And that was a transition from like DJ Flash to then starting JWoo Entertainment. Going from that name to this name was huge because I lost so many contacts. I actually just trashed everything. And I talked about this on a few of my other live streams and videos, but happened to rebuild, took so much, but it also didn't take that long because of the gap, the years I didn't DJ. I was building the inflatable company and built that to where I was able to sell that. And it was just like the stuff that I would have learned over the years from DJing consistently and building those reps, I learned from the inflatable rental company to where when I hop back in here, within the first month, 2 months, we was doing like $20,000 the first 2 months just in deposits. So I think that was kind of the idea that I was like, okay, well, I know what I'm doing. I've seen this amount of money, so I know what it takes to see this again. And you can grow, like I said, what was this? I think this was actually in the school community, but I'll say it here. You can grow any business to $10 million. And I haven't grown a company there yet, guys, but I actually know some millionaires, and this is the same stuff that they preach. Any business model can scale to 10 million. You just have you got to have the correct systems in place, the correct people in place, and the correct leader in charge of that situation, that business for it to work. Okay. All right, and I want to close out this live stream with one final one. Well, I gotta catch up on these comments. Actually, the Hitman said, I used to feel inferior to other DJs on YouTube after watching all their gig vlogs. Then after I met them in person on these different podcasts, I realized there is no difference. They're no different than me. That's true, man. That's true, bro. That's 100% true, man. We all doing the same thing, just have our different ways, our own methods, A lot of people can be egotistical and think that, is they way or no way? Nah, you can't be that way. We all have to still be a student in the game. Everyone should stay a student. I don't think there's anyone over anybody else except God. God is the one above all things. And that is what I believe, all hands down. So to close this off, I want to talk about this because it's interesting since I've been, started this channel. Guys, I have a main YouTube channel, Jerry Willen III, and that's really where, that was before I made the DJ Flash channel, but some of the content was brought over here and the followers and everything like that, subscribers, whatever. But this last one I had to throw in here because I had some family that got on to me about me posting how much I made a weekend myself. Now, this video, I'm sure you guys saw it. It was how I made $5,000 in one weekend. That was just myself. That was not the team of DJs that was also working that weekend. So it was more than that. That was just, I just shared what I made. But the money myth, okay? The money myth. People think DJs make $1,500 in one day and they sitting on that and they living flawless, lavish life, bling bling. No, this is like a $15 chain at a kiosk at the mall. No. But no, real talk, reality, consultations, planning, driving, buying gear, fixing stuff that doesn't work, insurance. Okay, not to mention, you have to pay other people. There are other things that go into it. One $7,000 package that I can say I'm getting just because I'm telling you that I just made $7,000. That does not mean I'm pocketing $7,000. I can be paying out $5,000 to a team and me keeping $2,000. I mean, that's still not bad, but how much of that $2,000 am I really keeping? Am I investing $1,000 back into the business, and am I keeping that extra $1,000? You see what I'm saying? So you have to realize that there are a lot of different gas tanks inside this DJ game to keep the game going. There's a lot of levers you got to pull, things you got to keep filling up, and things you got to keep going for it to continue. And like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, just this year I've booked I want to say at least a dozen packages where we are booking the DJ experience with the photo booth and a videographer, or somebody's getting the complete entertainment package from me and getting the DJ, photographer, and I already said that. That's the DJ, photographer, videographer, and the photo booth all together. I'm getting packages like that, and I'm like, wow. And of course, me being the owner, I want to be at these bigger packages. So I then just swap gigs with my DJs and be present there to make sure that everything is going according to plan, according to how the client desires for it to go. So that is the money myth that I feel like I had to disclose for family and friends and people. Being curious and snooping their nose and not knowing the full truth about the game. All right. Hitman D-Dub said, yep, you were one of the YouTube channels I watched to try and figure this DJ business thing out. Respect, man. That's much love, man. It's interesting because I actually have a DJ who works on my team with me, and he met me through the DJ Flash YouTube channel 8 years ago, and he used to watch, and we did not know we was in the same state. And then so happenly, like 4 years ago, he moved from Mobile, Alabama up to Birmingham, and we just clicked, reunited, and we worked together. So it's like so awesome how you can be watching someone on YouTube and actually meet them in person, work with them in person. Like you said, man, it's cool, man. I'm glad that you're here. Of course, definitely please hit that school community, hit that up. It's free. You don't have to pay for it, Hitman. I told you I want you to be a founder in that group. So if you're open to it, James, if you would like to be in the two to pick my brain some more, you're welcome to it as well, man. It's open for you guys. If for anybody new, of course, you can check out the merch store that I have. This is a shirt that I did make. I came up with this design one day at a wedding, and I was like, oh, I gotta create this. So I got it on the merch store. What you see, the school, the merch, I live off of this stuff, literally. Like I don't even pay myself much for my DJ company. Every little dollar I make, I try to live off a little bit as possible, so I can invest it into gear, more things like that. Like I'm just about building a brand right now. I'm still young, so if you want to, help us out, that'll be awesome. Check out the videos that we have on school on the main channel. And also, guys, we have, like I said earlier, some review and product videos coming up for the next month. We're going to take gig logs a break for a little bit, so definitely look out for that. And until next Sunday, you guys, I hope that you have a good upcoming week. And again, I'll see you guys next Sunday. And stay tuned for the video on Thursday.